Hey folks, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Hades run. Sorry, it takes me a second to get acclimated here at the beginning of a run. Just got off of work. Looks like we have the Exograph, which is the adamant rail, the gun that's in the game. What do we want to do? I've liked the aspect of Eris, so after you special, you end up dealing more damage. And it's a lot more damage, like it is a 75% bonus. Playing this, I often go Aphrodite, just because you get a high base damage. I've been rather fond of that. So I think I'll start there. I also heard, I'm just going to reset all of my packs for a second here, and just redo them from scratch. Because I heard that there is now a Hades Extreme Measures. The Extreme Measures changes the boss pattern. Hold on. First boss, second boss, third boss. Why can't I go fourth boss? Is it because I've never beat Extreme Measures Theseus with this weapon? That's unfortunate. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Maybe do that. And I really don't need that many additions here, huh? This could just give me 11 by itself. But I haven't turned on heightened security yet, so I probably just want something that gives me +2. Maybe just middle management.
Wretches of the underworld, take heed.
Alright, let's fight some extreme measure bosses. I haven't shown those off on this channel yet.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting very long, did I?
It's one of these two for sure. I think I want a good special, because that's where I'm going to be doing most of my damage with in this run. So I'm just going to take that, even though it's the lower rarity boon.
No.
Oop. See that one. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen here, my gun does have ammo for its regular attack. Special is so good! There's a Daedalus Hammer upgrade that lets it fire 3 times. That'll be one of the things that I'm looking for most in the run. Okay, Athena. The invulnerable call is pretty good. I don't really want Athena's attack. Athena's dash is fine. Yeah, I think I'll just take this. Alright, there. That time I didn't just bounce it off the pillar.
Here on Olympus is the opposite of everything about that lifeless squalor you reside in, Zagreus. Fight on and come to us.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a very damaging dash, but, like, it's a dash that deflects. That's great. I don't really need darkness, but it's probably not worth re-rolling. This room is nice. We're gonna have 3 options upon exiting. Oh no, the hammer. I think I need to take the hammer. getting the special firing 3 times would just really increase my damage output and my spread.
Multiple foes sighted.
This build is just very safe so far since I have so much damage. Ah. Talk about how good the special is. Get offered 3 different attack things. Guess I can use it to pierce foes that have armor. Not super excited about that. I don't need darkness. I think I'm just going to take the gold that the gemstones offer me. Most of the currency things give you at least one other thing when you pick them up, rather... Like, gemstones do nothing within a run, but in between runs they can be used to buy permanent upgrades. Mostly cosmetic upgrades. But as you can see, I get a little bit of gold when that happens. A Dionysus boon. I do not think I want a Dionysus boon. The cast would be okay, but it's very similar in spread to what I have going on now. I think I'm just going to reroll that. I will take this, hoping to get an invulnerable call.
Let's go, lads.
Alright, I think that's my first hit of the run. I also do have the option to manually reload my gun, but I don't usually remember to do that, if I'm being honest. There's a Daedalus Hammer upgrade that empowers your next shot after you reload, though.
That's what you get.
Oh, wow. So we've been offered a very early duo boon. I don't have a cast yet, right? Yeah, so my cast is empty. Taking Parting Shot here is slightly awkward, because it keeps me from getting a cast. This empowers a cast that I don't have, but it's obviously quite strong. I think I'm just supposed to take the deflect cast now and skip on the duo boon. It's a little unfortunate, but I think Demeter attack is fine. Demeter call is not great. Reroll. Maybe I'll just take it. Getting chill on my attack is fine. Not super excited about it or anything. So now I'm going to have access to an attack pattern where I can basically alternate between casting my special and doing my cast. Just kind of based on how the timings work. So I'll need to actually use my attack relatively infrequently. And still spam it to help with crowd control a bit.
I often remember that there's sweetness in this world only by your grace, Lady Demeter. I'm thankful that we've grown closer through all this.
You would make further offerings to me, even though I have made quite clear I've lately not been at my charitable best, young Zagreus. You're either naive, or you're much too kind, or both. I much closer with me thus. I'm much your elder after all, and you're my little sprout. What say we keep it that way, hmm?
Ooh. I think all 3 of these are takeable. This means that I am essentially going to have a 30% damage bonus on my special just about every time I cast it if I'm alternating, which is a pretty big buff. I can use this to slow bosses, though, which is kind of a big deal. Oddly, I think all 3 of these are takeable. I'm just going to go ahead and take the attack. Probably opens me up towards the highest percentage of duo boons a little bit later on. Have I rerolled yet? Rerolled once. Yeah, so chill slows down enemies, as you can see here. It's a really good status effect to stack up for bosses. You often don't end up stacking it up enough versus regular enemies for its effects to, like, truly be noticeable. But it does stuff.
You truly are an idiot, aren't you? It seems I need to look for better help.
Very nice.
Alright, I can spend money now, but I might literally be 1 gold short of buying everything that I want to buy. So I think I'm just going to take the free Centaur Heart. Ooh, oh, hold on, this is not the end of the first act, or whatever you want to call it. I thought we were there, we're not. I lost track of rooms. I'll take this. Then I don't have to go to the harder room. You see something with a skull on it, that means it's a slightly harder difficulty room than normal. I don't think I need to face a harder room for gemstones.
Good.
I don't believe I just got hit by a skull. Oh, we're not done yet. Now we're done. Alright, so we got that 5 max HP. Don't need to buy any of that. Don't really need keys, but not really worth re-rolling.
Here he comes.
In the name of Hades. How about another of our little... And here they come.
And here they fall. Can't do that.
I just have such good spread damage here. Just very safe. That was bad aim.
I can't. Life is short. You're fast, I'll give you that.
Gone.
Alright, alternate exit for palms. Yeah, that's probably worth doing. I would love to increase
Erebus, here I come.
damage of my special in particular.
So you returned.
Think you can hit me?
Ooh, these are early flame wheels. Stay nice and cowardly. I don't want to just walk into this flame wheel and lose this higher tier palm. We have nothing to worry about from slow enemies like this.
Fine, keep your trinket then.
These are not what I'm looking to see, but we do double the damage of our cast. That's certainly worth something. Okay, Hermes Boon or Store. I can get a lot out of a Store, but Hermes Boons are pretty valuable. Again, the extra dash in the final fight is something that I'm really looking for, and faster special is also great.
Boss, good news is the slowest part of this particular trip is hereby over now.
Ooh, I was super cowardly in that last fight. My clock is a little low. I don't think it matters. I will take auto reload, I think. Hold on. What's my normal reload rate? Is it 3 seconds? And normal reload rate is 3 seconds, and this is only 2.75 seconds. That's actually not all that big of an upgrade. Take the wealth.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
Let's see what you can do, Red Blood. Come on.
So this time I am going to go and fight all of the Furies at the same time. So the screen is going to get a little bit busier. I'm going to look to get 10 stacks of fill on the boss. Deflect! So good! Now one more big hit should do it. Yeah. We're only carrying 42 seconds over into the next area.
She won't like this.
I don't think that matters, though. I did play the alternate exit super conservatively.
Moment, Father.
Alright, so trinkets. Weak-based stuff looks pretty good. I started with Aphrodite, so I can't guarantee that. I could keep her. I could go Athena and try to pick up the Impervious Call. Fine. Not super exciting, but fine. I could also go like Ares and pick up an Impervious Call that way, or Poseidon and pick up an Impervious Call that way. I don't know. I kind of want charm effects to do stuff, but just sticking with the rose isn't exactly fantastic. I'm gonna try to pick up my Impervious Call by switching to Athena. This was nothing, right? Yeah, that was nothing.
That's enough, Tartarus.
I will want to prioritize stores a little bit more this time around. I do want to pick up some bonus boons.
ASPHODEL.
Do I reroll this? Nah, I'll take it. I can probably buy out the store at the end of the run. I take this. Here we go. I am better at killing slower moving enemies than I am these fast moving, like very dodgy enemies. I'm not gonna go back and look for that fish.
What's going on? Sure don't see a lot of other nymphs around here, huh? We don't die too easy, most of us. Makes me feel all special.
Alright.
I've never met another nymph now that you mention it. Heard of a few. The goddess Artemis sounds like she spends more time with nymphs than the other Olympians.
That's what I heard. Though it's not like we all hang out. I mean, you've got the dryads and the naiads and the nereids and the oceanids. Pretty much every type of terrain up top, there's a kind of nymph who loves it. Maybe we need a name for underworld nymphs too.
Okay, I would really like to upgrade my specials rarity. I would also like to upgrade my casts rarity. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Ambrosia Delight. This may be a time where taking Refreshing Nectar is good, though, because getting a higher tier call is pretty nice. I think I'm still going to go Ambrosia Delight. Vine Dash, Frost Strike. Great. I did not want either of those upgraded. More money. Maybe reroll and try to get, like, Darkness here.
The three fates.
Oh, that's even better.
Thanks again.
Come again.
Currency tends to reroll into currency, though that's not always true. As we can see there. Alright.
Witch's circle. Right there.
Alright.
No hard feelings.
Yeah. Not the best. Bonus backstab damage is okay. The generic damage reduction is also okay. I think I'm gonna take a damage boost. A Centaur Heart? No, I would rather have a Hermes boon. Again, faster special or at least one more dash would both be really good pickups.
I'll be leaving shortly. Can't do that. Time to go then.
Flare speed's okay. Not amazing, but okay. I mean, this auto reload is definitely better than the previous auto reload I was offered, but it's like, again, 2.5 versus 3 seconds, so I think I'm just going to take 10% dodge chance. We'll take the Nectar here. It gives us a Palm. Palms are solid on the stuff that I have right now.
Execute, prepare to fire.
Where are we? Here we are. Yeah, you don't take the Demeter attack for damage. In case that's not clear after watching me unload rounds into enemies. You take it for the slow that it offers. Alright. What is this? I will take that to restore 10 health. Palm versus shop at 600 something gold. We will take a shop for sure. We took one hit there, but it's totally fine. Up we go. This is not really what I'm looking for. I'm going to take the palm first.
Keep me going.
Cast the cast.
Zesty.
This is a low tier call. I don't think I want to take that. I think I'm better off trying to hold off and getting a call in the next area, especially if I'm going to visit shops. I think I'm just going to take some bonus life and a random palm.
Cheers.
Ah, great. Frost Strike got upgraded again. That attack that we're using so much. This fight is a little more interesting than the Hydra fights that you've seen previously. I just, like, miss all of those attacks. Okay, there we go. So the same overall patterns are here. The stage itself is just more dangerous. Alright, so now we have our 10 stacks of chill on the boss, which is great. Don't think those are decaying in the current version. I think once they're there, I'm good. Oh, they do decay, just takes longer. Or at least longer than something like Hangover to decay. Oop. Deflect quietly doing some work here in this fight. Wait, another Hydra head? Oh, there you are. Are we done here, Hydra? We're done here. Very clean fight. Let's get out of that. I didn't successfully pick up a call yet.
Maybe I should switch.
So let's look at this, see if we're offered a Chaos Egg here. Not offered a Chaos Egg. I think I want to save my money for boons. I'm gonna try to buy a lot of boons. I can just pick up Ares at this point and try to pick up an Impervious Call that way. Otherwise, I can just stick with the gods that I have, not introduce a new god. I'd pick Demeter and just get Demeter's Call for DPS. I am not really taking damage. That also just gives me a chance to find a duo boon as well. Sure. Not thrilled about it, but I think that's what I'm doing.
One more floor.
As we saw in sort of like Act 2 there,
Champions of Elysium.
a lot of the Athena boons are relatively high variance between how good they are. Alright, Daedalus Hammer is clutch. Like, let's find the one that makes our special shoot multiple times. Make me a happy boy. think my clear speed is high enough that I'm not actually going to have to worry about these things rearming. At least not most of the time. Like, my special hitting once is just devastating, and the cast also hits like a truck at this point. Alright, good room.
The rail's hidden power.
Well, 30% more special damage is still pretty hot. I will gladly take that. I should maybe be trying to aggressively reroll rooms a little bit more than I am, now that I'm in Elysium with 8 rerolls available. I really don't mind going into the last area with a couple of rerolls available, but it's pretty rare that I still have this many. I guess that's just a testament that the run is going well. Oh, that was gross. That hit for 400 there. Wonder if we got, like, backstab damage or something on that. On the other list of things to not walk into, don't walk into those spears that these guardians have. Those also hurt. I feel like the arrows hurt more. I feel like when I get hit by one of the arrows in Elysium, I just, like, lose a stock, or lose a Death Defiance. And when I get hit by the little spears that these things have to offer, it just stings. What's on offer?
What's in the well this time?
Oh yeah, I have, like, Boldy to use too. Sure, we'll buy a Boldy.
This one.
Go to the shop. Boldy nets me my money back almost immediately. Let's do the palm first. Yes, I would like to increase the power of my special. Snow Burst is actually pretty good. It doesn't look like it is, but this is an additional ring that comes out of you every time that you cast. Just nice AoE chill. Killing Freeze is going to be very good against bosses, but not much else. I think I'm just going to take the Snow Burst. We'll take another Demeter boon.
Asterius, you look absolutely smashing.
Observe this gleaming coat of bronze with which I'm adored now, short one. You're doing as I understand.
So this is from the Pact of Punishment. So he has a slightly different moveset and some armor now.
I've proven difficult for him to contain, so now I'm beneficiary of his latest Pact of Punishment. You're welcome.
I haven't thanked you as of yet. Though come, I'll repay you suitably for having me encased within this suit.
So I'm less familiar with the exact attack patterns of the... Get off my back! Of the Pact of Punishment, Theseus and Minotaur. I fought them once or twice and then decided that they were more trouble than they were worth with weaker builds. So I've been leaving that off. Run into that, yeah. Let's use a Boldy, not because I need to heal, just because it is a good time to use a charge of that, since I haven't been using Boldy charges at all. Alright. Darius just cleared Chew. Let's not go near that. I got to deflect that. That's pretty clutch. Alright, are we done? We're done. We are tearing through Elysium, by the way.
I beat the bull of Minos. In the name of Hades.
Why would I want to call? I don't need Nourished Shoal. Frozen Touch is kind of cool, but I'm going to be completely chilling bosses most of the time anyway. I think I'm just going to take this. Pick up some Darkness, pick up some coin, and alright, I guess we're going hard on the Demeter boons here. Demeter, give me a call. Not in a, like, sexy, flirty way. You made it clear earlier this run that you weren't into that, with the age difference and all. And that's fine, you do you. But I would very much like a call. It's just one more thing to throw into the mix when I'm alternating doing my specials and my casts. And that one more thing will just give me some better play patterns and give me a better chance at getting some burst damage, which I might still need for Hades. I think we're very good for Theseus and Minotaur, but that I might need a little more oomph for our final boss still. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. We might already be good.
Was that really necessary?
No, just no call, huh? So my special currently is inflicting weak. I think I want to keep that. It's a higher damage modifier than this. I'm going to take Ravenous Will. It's a sort of 30% damage upgrade.
Check the old well.
Can I reroll this into a boon? Not 100% sure whether this counts as currency or not. I'm going to try to reroll this into a boon.
Changes around here.
It looks like it was currency. Alright, whatever. Should have just taken the thing that gave me a bomb. The reason I'm unsure is because some of the reroll mechanics have changed over time. They don't work now like they used to, back when I was playing more. I'll have to reread up on what can be rerolled into what now. There have been a couple of times where something re-rolled into a boon or something else that I thought it couldn't re-roll into. I have Chaos Gate on offer. I also have a Trove. Also, we have 7 minutes remaining this late into the run, which is really good. Unlike that hit, that was completely necessary. We're in full control of this situation. As long as I dodge respectably, I should not get hit by anything right now. Alright. So, Darkness I don't super need. Let's try to get special damage. I'm just gonna take this.
So much as think about it.
It's gonna heal me for 13 health. Well, that's not super exciting. It does matter, and I have the time for it.
He's trying to respawn.
Why? Help yourself.
Excellent. Hit me.
We're basically just looking for special damage.
Son of Hades, let me welcome your return here to my space within the underworld, and bid you choose an alteration to the fabric of reality.
don't take Blade Grasp to get another ball, I don't think. Or sorry, another cast. Not specialing for a couple of rooms is pretty rough. What am I on? 34? I think I get to go to the boss without doing that. Yeah, I think the boss is like 40. Maybe I do. Like, another cast for Hades is really strong. I'm already getting a lot of damage for striking foes from behind. And a lot of times I'm not really in control of whether or not I'm striking foes from behind since I'm doing AoE things. Alright, let's not special for a couple of rooms and see how bad that feels. I do have a legendary level attack, so it's probably not going to be that bad. Just going to be slow. It's when we get a room full of something like flame wheels that not having the special is going to be pretty annoying for. Hey! Easy there, bud. Ah, yes. This would be the situation where being able to special would be really nice. Luckily I have some deflect, so I can deflect both the butterflies and the flame wheel hits. This is slowing me down an uncomfortable amount. I went from having 7 minutes left to using like 2 minutes in this room. We're gonna take a store just so we don't do a room.
Here's the fee.
Why can't I have a call? Alright, Brilliant Riposte is not all that impressive. I think I'm just gonna take Last Stand to take it out of the pool. The bonus restoration will do something later, but it does nothing right now. Like, we miss out on the replenish, you don't get to overstock Death Defiances or anything. We have really whiffed on boons.
Should come in useful.
Oh, we're on the boss without being able to special? I don't know how I feel about that. I might be specialing during the boss anyway.
Why, look, Asterius, the fiend returns. The rumors that he fled to haunt the surface must have been mere lies.
Well, no, in this case, those rumors must have been quite accurate. It's just I'm back. Realized I didn't want a future for myself that didn't include crushing you repeatedly like this.
Oh, such clever excuse-making from one so versed in treachery. Well, if you are indeed contained within this realm, then we shall be delighted to make sure it always stays that way. Now come and fight.
Alright, Theseus. You're a real nuisance. You and your super chariot.
Would that you too had a chariot, so I could conquer you in racing just as
Being able to slow these with chill is really good. Get off my back! Mr. Bull, please. There we go. Alright. I need to go reapply some chill to Theseus before it wears off. Nope, JK. So at this point, I've done enough damage to the Minotaur that I probably want to finish off the Minotaur before bringing Theseus to his next stage, where he starts using powers from the god. I could also very safely use a Boldy charge. I probably want to use that to finish off Theseus. If I can catch both of them at the same time, that would be ideal. Come here. Yeah, this probably hits both. Kills the Minotaur. Nope, okay. Alright, so there goes the Minotaur. Let's go pick up my gold coin. I need to be smarter about my attacks here, because like one backstab cast probably finishes off Theseus at this stage. Alright, we carry a little bit less time over than usual into the final area, but that fight was slower than expected because I'm not using my special. Okay. I really need a call. There's a ranged damage does more. Distant memories. Distant memory might be good with where my build is going. Since I have 3 Death Defiances and I'm hardly getting hit, I don't think I need like something like Lucky Tooth or the Acorn here. I think I'm just going to take a little bit of additional damage.
I can do this.
It'll help with clear speed a little bit too.
No more dead to deal with, at least.
Alright, 450, I have 447. I'll definitely get back to that amount of gold. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some palms now. Yes, my special dealing that much more damage is acceptable. Now I think I'll wait on spending the gold. Alright, we're re-rolling you. And let's try to get my Impervious call. Or any call. Like, really, literally any call at this point is a pretty big upgrade. Oh, right, I just used a special. Oops. There's 5 HP I'm never getting back. Please? Okay, there we go. Now I have another cast, which I will immediately fire directly into a wall. You know, test it out, see how it does. But we can cast very frequently now. Not continuously, but quite frequently. I guess I should keep in mind that my attack pierces. I haven't really been taking much advantage of that fact. There is a button somewhere that I'm hitting that I have just, like, been totally oblivious to. Okay. While we didn't get a call, we were offered other things. Don't think we need Stubborn Roots. We're pretty good on Death Defiances, so we'll take the cast getting bonuses from striking foes from behind. Alright, Demeter. Let's go. Oops. Trying not to get poisoned here. Trying to finish you off. Come on. And offered, like, just a little bit too much protection this run rather than output, and that's fine. Like, obviously my clear speed is quite good still. But I am hungry for a call. I should also be using Boldy a little bit more aggressively than I am, just to harvest the gold.
A special treat for Cerberus.
But a call though. Yeah, we'll take this. I think. I don't know. I kind of want to leave Hades chilled, but I don't want this. I don't want this. All right.
Goes down smooth.
All right, Athena Boone.
Boy, huh?
Call.
I'll take it.
Thank you. All right. I think we're good to just fight the boss.
Cerberus accepts the prince's foul offering.
Thanks, boy. I'm out of here.
Thirsty, but I'm out of water. But hopefully Hades dies quickly, and that's gonna be fine. Oh, hold on. There's a little slash left.
Haven't you had enough?
I will not die of dehydration between now and the end of this run.
So, boy, did you ask her about how she came to join me in the underworld? Did you confirm all your suspicions then?
You didn't drag her down to hell yourself, apparently. You're not going to tell me who did, though I can well imagine. Your brothers got to reign forever on Olympus while you got sent down into the underworld. So they gave you a consolation prize, didn't they?
You make such accusations knowing next to nothing. Careless as ever. Poseidon had nothing to do with it. He knows even less than you. If you value her existence or your own, it would be wise to keep it that way. And to turn back.
Can't do that.
So do we, like, clear it? Are we supposed to clear the chill and take the 100 damage every time that I can? Or am I supposed to just leave Hades relatively chilled? Unsure. We are going to bully skulls, though. So, like, sometimes the skulls are one of the more annoying things in the fight because you're doing damage over time rather than, like, how traditional DPS output. But between the deflecting we can do of the skulls, the cast, and the special, like, we very much have them covered. I don't expect most of them to explode. That was not the best greater call in terms of doing damage to Hades himself, but again, we're real safe right now. This build is good.
You truly dare?
Come on.
Behold!
Do I cast through that? No, I don't cast through that. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to make it to a second greater call. That's just going to be unnecessary. I'm just going to use one of those and clear out some of them. Probably the only way that I lose a Death's Defiance at this point in the fight is if I walk into those hands, because they do about 150 damage. Oh, I should be killing you, shouldn't I? And now we'll just start spamming our call.
Vanquished again by my own fool kin. I cannot remain.
Yes. By my father's name.
Okay. Slow-ish run in some ways, but like very, very powerful. Relatively impressed with what we put together. Alternating between the cast and special was really strong. And I complained about the attack a little bit for a while I got it, but it ended up being very good in some fights. Particularly in the fight with Theseus, where like slowing him down and stopping some of his chariot BS was just really strong. A fish. Oh. Stop paying attention for a second. I heard the little splash. Thought it had happened. It was wrong.
Zagreus, it's wonderful to see you, but I need to ask something of you. That you not visit me again here in this place, both for your safety and for mine.
I don't know how he's going to take that.
For what? Because of what would happen if the Olympians found out? So after everything, you're taking father's side in all of this?
I am. The father is no fool when it comes to matters such as this. Besides, all that has happened, it's my fault. I was selfish. And now both sides of our family threaten to be torn apart.
Your fault. So let's say you never left Olympus. Then it'd be just like you thought until quite recently, I think. That I'd never existed. Besides, they haven't found out any of this. What makes you so sure they will all of a sudden?
Nyx may be veiling you from them as she veiled me when I fled here myself. But even her own powers aren't infallible. Each time you visit me, you are incurring risk. One small slip, and they shall find me. Discover your deception. Go home, Zagreus. Please.
I think he's going to say no.
Go home with me, Mother. You came here under false pretenses. I haven't fought all this way over and over again only to turn back now. I need you in my life. How can you just turn me away like this?
Oh, Zagreus. I cannot return. After all that happened between Hades and me, and everyone, I just cannot fathom the idea. Besides, the risks we're taking would be even greater if Olympus were to find me there with him. And you.
Then, you're just going to stay here, alone, in the middle of nowhere, in this little garden, forever. After we part ways, just like that.
My son, I I know you've made hard choices and sacrifices to be here with me. And I'm forever grateful to have finally met you. This is my home now, yes. While your home is below. Please, if not for your sake, then for mine, do not return. I love you, Zagreus. Goodbye.
Oof. I'm just gonna die so I don't get to fight back about that. That's a little rough. Alright, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's Hades episode. If you did, like, comment, that sort of stuff. Let me know that you want to keep seeing more. I'm really enjoying recording these, and I'm happy to play some more Hades. Have a great rest of the day.